government sets February 2025 for Nigerian National Youth Conference. Kogi government commences construction of ultra-modern markets in Lokoja. South Korean president banned from leaving country. And in sports, Cole Palmer breaks Premier League penalty record. A very warm welcome to you. This is Malachite TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Govt Daniel. Thanks for joining. The President Bola Tinubu-led government has scheduled the Nigerian National Youth Conference for February 2025. This followed the President's Independence Day proposal to address key youth-centered issues such as unemployment, education, and political participation. President Tinubu has said this conference aims to provoke meaningful dialogue and empower young people to participate actively in nation building. However, the lack of action since the announcement has frustrated many youth groups, including the Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, AYCF, Yoruba Youth Council, Ohaneze Indigbo Worldwide, and the Ijaw National Congress. Meanwhile, Minister of Youth Development Ayodele Olawande clarified on Saturday they will do the confab for the first week of February and that 3 weeks of this confab will be spent with the grassroots. Olawande assured the conference would focus on action-oriented solutions rather than symbolic gestures. The National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, also called for swift action demanding youth representation in governance. The Nigerian Customs Service (NCS) has unveiled Deputy Superintendent of Customs Pilot Olanike Nafisat Balogun, who has made history by being the first female pilot in the Nigerian Customs Service, rising from a cabin crew member to a trailblazer in aviation. According to a statement by the NCS on Saturday via X, Balogun was born in Kaduna and hails from Odo-Otin local government area, Osun State. Her remarkable journey began in 2002 when she was recruited as a customs assistant to serve in the NCS Air Wing Unit. The statement also highlighted Balogun's journey of resilience and ambition, praising the service for its support in transforming her dream into reality. Balogun said, "Staying in the service when many of our colleagues opted for better paying airlines jobs was a tough decision, but she was determined to contribute to public service and achieve her dream of becoming a pilot." Balogun's achievements include earning an advanced diploma in air ticketing and cabin services, a master's degree in public administration from Ahmadu Bello University, and her pilot certification from the Flying Academy in Miami, Florida, with full sponsorship by the NCS. Reflecting on her accomplishments, Balogun said, she hoped her journey motivates young Nigerians, especially women, to chase their dreams and break through barriers. The wife of Kogi Governor Tefinat Ododo has reaffirmed her determination and commitment to intensifying campaign against all forms of gender-based violence, GBV, in the state. Mrs. Ododo gave the assurance at a program organized to commemorate the 2024 16 Days Activism and the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women and Girls at Banquet Hall, Government House, Lokoja. The theme of the event is "We Stand Against Gender-Based Violence. Every Woman Deserves a Future." The First Lady gave her assurance to continue to fight for the cause of Kogi women and girls, emphasizing the need to be collectively responsible to find a lasting solution to GBV in the country. She expressed the readiness of her office to partner with non-governmental organizations, NGOs, and civil society organizations, CSOs, to combat violence against women and girls in Kogi. The governor's wife enjoined the women not to be intimidated but to always use decorum to address their issues of concern in order to guard against avoidable violence. According to her, violence against women and girls remains one of the most prevalent and pervasive human rights violations in the world, expressing her determination to take the campaigns across the state. Mrs. Ododo commended the Nigerian's First Lady, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, and Governor Ahmed Ododo for their efforts towards improving the well-being of women and girls in Kogi and the entire nation. Kogi State government on Monday kicked off the construction of a new ultra-modern market in Lokoja by handing over the project site to an indigenous construction firm, Sazaz Acres Biloc Company, SABC Limited. When completed, the new ultramodern market located at Crusher area on Castina Lokoja Road will accommodate traders from all the 7 small markets that are presently in different locations in Lokoja. The trio of Commissioner for Housing and Urban Development, Taye Abanika, Commissioner for Works, Engineer Muhammad Yusuf, and Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Ahmed Mukhtar, handed the 25-acre project site to the contractor on behalf of Governor Ahmed Usman Odudu. Abanika, in his remarks, said the handing over of the project signified the commencement of the construction of the international market by the state government. The commissioner said the contractor had been given 36 months within which to complete the project, insisting that the project must comply with specifications contained in the contract award documents. The Lokoja branch of Ezuga Isusu Association of Kogi Central has commended the state governor, Usman Odudu, for his commitment to ensuring Kogi workers' welfare and security of life and livelihood are top priorities in his administration. At their monthly meeting in Lokoja, the chairman of the association, Shuaibu Michael, and retired permanent secretary Sali Usuli, the association's elder statesman, described Governor Ododo as God sent to continue the good works begun by the immediate past governor, Yahaya Bello. They prayed for the governor to be strengthened, to do more for the people, and promised to continue supporting him and his activities to build a better Kogi state. The executives urged the children of Ezuga Isusu in Lokoja to join them in building the association bigger, complementing the efforts of other associations to build a united Ibira nation. According to the elder statesman of the Ezuga Isusu clan, the more people come together for a united cause, the better they will become. The chairman of the association, Michael, invited all Ezuga Isusu clan members in Lokoja to attend their upcoming Thanksgiving get-together, scheduled for 21st December at the former permanent secretary's residence in Lokoja. Edo State Governor Monday Okpebholo has offered automatic employment to the daughter of a former chairman of the Nigerian Labour Congress Edo State chapter, late comrade Anthony Kaduna Ebiogbodin, who died recently. Ebiogbodin reportedly slumped and died during a scuffle with policemen in Benin City. The governor stated this on Saturday while on a condolence visit to the widow and family members of the deceased, expressing displeasure over his death. He was accompanied by the acting NLC chairman in Edo State, Bernard Ekwakide, other leaders of organized labor and civil society organizations in the state. Okpebholo also promised that his administration would interface with the state's police commissioner, Umoru Ozigi, to ensure that the conduct of officers does not pose any threat to Edo State residents. The governor noted that the death was avoidable if only the policemen had conducted themselves well at the checkpoint, where he collapsed following a heated argument. Governor Okpebholo thereafter signed the condolence register in honor of late comrade Ebiogbodin, who died at the age of 64. We go on a short break. We will be right back. Please stay with us.
Malachite TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. Thanks, you are still there. On politics, in a recent television appearance, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, SGF, George Akume, called on northern politicians to put their presidential ambitions on hold until 2031. This, he believes, will allow President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to complete his second term. Akume specifically addressed former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, advising him to abandon his hopes of taking over the presidential villa in 2027. Instead, Akume suggested that if God wills it, Abubakar can still become president at the age of 90. The SGF emphasized that it is still the South's turn to produce a president in 2027, citing President Tinubu's ongoing efforts to reposition the nation. Akume expressed optimism that the president will complete his 8-year term, despite recent tax reform bills and economic decisions. Akume defended the tax reform bills as visionary legislation designed to rescue the nation's economy. He appealed to Nigerians to allow the bills to pass through the necessary legislative processes, ensuring they would ultimately benefit the country. In conclusion, Akume's statement has sparked a conversation about the future of Nigeria's presidency and the importance of allowing President Tinubu to complete his term. Only time will tell how it will unfold. Northern Christian youth professionals are reiterating their call for inclusion. They are compelled to express their deep disappointment and concern over President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's adjusted appointment to the governing board of the Northwest Development Commission, which once again excluded Christians from representation. According to NCYPs, this omission is a clear departure from the president's claimed leadership of inclusivity, fair representation, and equality. They call for Christians to be appointed to the 11 offices of the board. This is essential for fair representation, ensuring the Commission's acceptability in the region and enabling it to deliver on its mandate. They urge the Senate not to inaugurate these appointees, as doing so would perpetuate the exclusion of Christians and potentially sow seeds of religious discord in a region that has made significant strides in overcoming insecurity and inter-religious crisis. As a group that not only support the president but also campaign for his election, they strongly advise him to be mindful of any actions that might hinder the region's progress. They reiterate their call for the president to include Christians on the board, ensuring that the commission truly represents the diverse population of the Northwest region. Also, they believe that inclusive representation is crucial for the commission's success and the region's continued growth. They once hoped that the president would take their concerns seriously and take prompt action to address the imbalance. Now on crime. Turmoil in First Bank as furious Okpebholo wields the big stick after lavish party. Folake Anemumoni was asked to resign as First Bank's global head of marketing and corporate communications by Femi Okpebholo, the chairman of the holding company. A top employee of the bank informed a source that Okpebholo was seriously irked when he learned that a whooping sum was spent on a send-off party for Adesola Adedotan, the former MD of the bank, who was reportedly forced to resign over alleged negligence in a 60 billion naira electronic fraud. It is still unclear if Anemumoni's resignation is directly linked to the party. However, insiders said Okpebholo believed it was insensitive and wasteful to throw such a lavish party when the clear direction and mandate of the bank is to recapitalize and reposition the institution from excesses of the past management. The source also stated that Okpebholo, who has in recent times developed a reputation for being a non-nonsense activist investor, is planning to take more drastic decisions and actions to keep First Bank on the track of impeccable banking, devoid of extravagance and waste of shareholders' resources. The development has sent panic across the top echelon of Nigeria's oldest bank. In a notable legal development, human rights activist and legal practitioner Dele Farotimi has been granted bail by Ekiti State Federal High Court following his recent arrest. The decision was made during a hearing that saw his legal team argue in favor of his release pending further proceedings. In a post on X, Sowore revealed that Dele Farotimi has been granted a bail. He wrote, "The first hurdle was crossed, as Dele Farotimi was granted bail of 15 million naira surety in the like sum with someone with landed property. The case was adjourned to 29th January 2025. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, says it has identified some ministries and agencies in Nigeria that engaged in job racketeering and promises to take necessary actions against them in the coming days. The Commission's chairman Musa Aliyu made this disclosure while speaking during a high-level seminar to commemorate the 2024 International Anti-Corruption Day. Aliyu also asserted that most young persons in the country have shown strong resistance to engaging in corrupt practices, which he says means the future of Nigeria contains integrity. While weighing in on the issue of sexual harassment in tertiary institutions, he assures that this challenge is at the front burner of the Commission, and sooner rather than later, the menace will be eradicated. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has arrested a suspected drug trafficker, Egu Philip Inya, who claimed to be a building engineer. According to Femi Babafemi, Director, Media and Advocacy of NDLEA, said in a statement on Sunday, Inya was arrested by operatives of the NDLEA while attempting to take delivery of illicit consignments concealed in pressure machines imported from South Africa. The 42-year-old was arrested on 2nd December 2024 at Okesen Motor Park, Enugu, where he showed up to collect 3 units of pressure machines, inside which were hidden parcels of loud, a synthetic strain of cannabis weighing 7.40 kilograms. A tragic incident unfolded Saturday night in Ozoro, Isoko North local government area of Delta State, when a police officer fatally shot a young boy. The confrontation began when police officers raided the area and found the boy in possession of knockouts. During an attempted arrest, the boy reportedly resisted and tried to flee. In the chaos, one of the officers opened fire, striking and killing him. The shooting has sparked outrage, with the Initiative for Social Rights Concerns and Advancement, ICRCA, condemning the incident in the strongest terms. Derek Agberen, the national coordinator of ISRCA, denounced the officers' actions and unprofessional, demanding accountability. The group also appealed to the people of Ozoro and Nigerians at large to exercise restraint when interacting with law enforcement, particularly in high-tension situations. They called on the Delta State Police to conduct a thorough investigation and ensure the responsible officer faces justice, while offering condolences to the boy's grieving family. Next on our foreign news. South Korea's President Yoon Suk-yeol was banned from leaving the country on Monday. The Justice Ministry said, less than a week after he plunged the country into chaos by briefing imposing martial law. Yoon sent special forces and helicopters to Parliament on the 9th of December 3rd, before lawmakers forced him to revoke the order by rejecting his decree. The hugely unpopular leader narrowly survived an impeachment motion in Parliament on Saturday, even as huge crowds braved freezing temperatures to call for his ouster. However, despite remaining in office, a cloud of investigations has been closing in on Yoon and his close allies, including a probe for alleged insurrection. The Ministry of Justice confirmed on Monday that Yoon had become the first sitting South Korean president to be banned from leaving the country. Long-suffering Syrians have been rejoicing in the streets after one of the world's most brutal dictatorships suddenly crumbled in a few short weeks. For half a century, the Assad family ruled over Syria with an iron fist, with long documented reports of mass incarceration, torture, extrajudicial killings, and atrocities against their own people. A civil war that started during the 2011 Arab Spring ravaged the country and turned it into a breeding ground for extremist group ISIS, while sparking an international proxy war and refugee crisis that saw millions displaced from their homes. On Sunday, after 13 years of civil war that fractured the country, rebel fighters declared Damascus liberated in a video statement on state television, sending Syrian President Bashar al-Assad fleeing to Russia. Video showed prisoners being freed from Assad's notorious detention facilities. Rebels and civilians were seen ransacking the presidential palace, with footage revealing his luxurious lifestyle and large car collection. Many in the country are hopeful that Syrian could finally be free, but there is huge uncertainty over what comes next. Next is sport updates. Cole Palmer has rewritten Premier League history, becoming the most reliable penalty taker in the competition's history. In Chelsea's thrilling 4-3 victory over Tottenham Hotspur, Palmer coolly converted 2 penalties, taking his permanent record to 12 penalties scored from 12 attempts. This feat surpasses the legendary Yaya Toure, who scored all 11 penalties he took for Manchester City during his illustrious career. Palmer, reflecting on his achievement, said, "It's a privilege to contribute to his team, and to break a record held by someone like Yaya Toure is surreal. But for him, it's about staying focused and doing his job for Chelsea." And from our entertainment decks. John Dumelo, the Ghanaian actor, has won his bid to represent the Anyawaso West Wuogon constituency at the country's parliament. On Saturday, general elections were held in Ghana to elect the president and members of parliament. Dumelo, who contested on the platform of the National Democratic Congress (NDC), won his constituency after securing 40,561 votes. The actor defeated his opponent Lydia Al-Hassan of the New Patriotic Party (NPP), who polled 27,377. In 2020, the actor contested for the constituency seat, but narrowly lost to Al-Hassan. This time, however, he emerged victorious. The 40-year-old politician expressed his heartfelt gratitude to the voters and pledged to work tirelessly to deliver on his campaign promises. Dumelo began his acting journey in 1991 with the movie Baby Thief while he was still in school. He has since appeared in various Gollywood and Nollywood movies including Away Boss, The Game, Black Men Rock, One Night in Vegas, The King is Mine, and Foreplay, among others. Musician and producer Jay-Z was accused in a lawsuit submitted on Sunday of raping a 13-year-old with hip-hop star Sean Combs in the 2000s. Court documents show claims denied by Jay-Z. An updated complaint in a civil case against Combs alleged that Jay-Z, whose name is Sean Carter, and Combs raped the girl at an after-party following the MTV Video Music Awards in September of 2000. Carter, 55, is a billionaire record producer and entrepreneur who started out as a rapper and is now married to superstar Beyoncé. Cosby, the lawyer bringing the action against Jay-Z, told AFP, "The pleading speaks for itself. This is a very serious matter that will be litigated in court." Rapper Combs, known as Diddy, has separately been charged with sex trafficking and racketeering. Federal prosecutors allege that Combs, 55, sexually abused women and coerced them into drug-fueled sex parties using threats and violence. To a beacon of hope, pace-setter, the one that has our people at heart, the beautiful and super intelligent Senator Natasha Uduaga. May 45 bring you good health and strength to carry on with all the good plans you have for the people of Kogi Central, your constituency. May God's protection be upon you forever. From Malachite TV, happy birthday. And this is where we wrap it up on today's news. For more information or contributions in the advert placement, please call the numbers displayed on your screen. Join us daily to watch our news and other exciting programs that would brighten your day. You can also subscribe to all our social media handles to watch our previous and subsequent programs. We are Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brothers and sisters keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Govt Daniel. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.